Yeah, you mentioned, Paul, that you've been at this a while. You've been trying to do this a while. So I guess, yeah, what made coming on Complete Control different?
Yeah, you're right. I've been at this for 20 years trying to understand why it is that I drink when I say I don't want to drink. And I've been under the care of a psychiatrist, I've been under the care of a substance abuse therapist. And the things that changed me in Complete Control were the fact that it was a small group, the fact that it was an intense program, that you had to focus on this for 8 weeks. And most importantly, the insights that came from the materials that the program includes are really remarkable. And that's not an exaggeration. The changes that these 8 weeks have enabled are for me to have a completely different mindset about where it is that I want to go, the role that alcohol is going to have in my life across the next 365 days and beyond. And I don't think that I've ever had this type of growth mentality, this type of looking positively at an alcohol-free life in a way that Complete Control provided me.
Amazing. Awesome. Super, super awesome. And so you mentioned already, you said that it looks like you're going to carry on for a year, and that that is absolutely one of the most fantastic outcomes for us from the program. We say, because most people are looking for control and they want to have complete control of their relationship with alcohol. And whilst we are confident that we can give you the tools to control your relationship with alcohol, absolutely, all the way through the program, we're going to tell you that you are going to increase the likelihood of you being able to control your relationship with alcohol if you extend that break. And like you said, growing, using a growth mindset to it, it's like, okay, well, how can I create an alcohol-free version of me in Technicolor in all of my areas of life, which is just so awesome, so that when I'm presented with the choice, right, of shall I drink or shan't I drink, I don't just have a shall I drink being it's fun, it's relaxing, it's happiness, I hang out with everyone, I don't feel all these other horrible problems, I just fit in, right? And then not drinking being boring, rubbish, I hate it, I drink water, etc. Because what control are you going to have in that situation?
Right.
The truth is, we're building that version where you're like, this is the alcohol-free version, and it's amazing. In fact, it's definitely always the best choice. And you're like, no, actually, I don't want to go down the drinking route. I'm going to take the alcohol-free version. And that is what you give yourself the gift of by taking a longer break and continuing to implement these tools, which, going on from that, you are continuing to work with us ongoing. We're still working with you in the Limitless Control program, which follows on Complete Control to support you implementing these programs. So how have you found Limitless Control, and how are you finding the support ongoing?
I knew that I wasn't going to, as transformative as the change was that I experienced in the 8 weeks of Complete Control, my instinct was that I couldn't stop at 8 weeks and expect to succeed. There's too much work to be done. And because I continued to make marked progress toward my understanding of myself and how I've been revising my goals and my sense of what I want my future self to look like, I didn't want to stop. And 6 months seemed like a good long time to continue to rewire my brain into the type of thinking that I've developed about alcohol. Namely, there's very little that alcohol brings to the party. And sitting down to dinner and deciding whether or not to order a cocktail or wine, and asking myself, what will alcohol change about this evening? And realizing the answer is nothing. And but it's darn hard. And there's still a lot of questions that I have that I want to get answered. And I'll say that the benefit of the smaller group, including Limitless Control, is the precision that you can get when you're in a smaller group. So I'm asking a question that's specific to Paul O'Neill and his history, and I'm getting an answer that's tailored to that. And those answers are the effective answers. So that's a really important value that this program brings to me, because I know that it's not a cookie cutter. It's not me looking at someone else's alcohol-free experience and trying to interpolate how it is that relates to me. So that's been really important.